Thank you, Chairman. Well, first of all, thank you all for being here, especially the three business owners, because I know you're taking time out of the day that you would be using to actually make your businesses work, something that sometimes people forget about. But one of the things that I noticed in your testimony, and I know this, I'm also a small business person. I come from the private sector, thank God, because you're never able to operate your business the way government operates. It's just impossible to do. But let me ask you this, because we all have this partner who participates in almost everything we do, whether it's at the local level, the state level, or the federal level. We have a partner who's constantly coming in and draining down our revenues. And I thought it was interesting, Ms. Mears, you said in your testimony, I survived these challenges in my previous business, but I now find myself in the same place growing a small business. The challenges I face for the first time are still very much looming in front of me. I still utilize my tax attorney, and I have a new CPA. Is there any one of you that does your taxes by yourself? Yeah. Is there any reason why you wouldn't? I mean, other than being afraid that you're not paying the right amount, I can just tell you, I've always told our CPA, listen, I want to pay every penny I owe, but not a penny more than that, because the penny I save actually goes into the operation of the business. The three of you, when it comes to paydays, how many times have you paid everybody else in the organization with the exception of yourself?
A lot.
A lot? Mr. Vanderbilt, same? Ms. Mears?
Yeah, absolutely, a lot. And our survey shows that as well, is that a lot of people will not give themselves a raise and take the cut. So.
Yeah. Well, the purpose of today's hearing, by the way, is what can we do to affect pro-growth tax reform that allows you to go ahead looking to the future and saying, you know what, I can do something today that's going to allow me to grow the business. And I'm assuming growing the business also includes hiring people, increasing the number of people working for you. And too many times in our country, I think, we invent great things here, but we manufacture them overseas. Now, we don't manufacture them overseas because we don't like the country we live in. We manufacture them overseas because we can't produce them profitably at home. We've actually forced people off our shores and then blame them for leaving. I mean, this has been an incredible thing for me to watch. So when I see what we're trying to do today, say, okay, what could we do today? Because I got to tell you, I opened my own mail at the dealership, and the one thing that I always hated opening was anything that had a government label on. I said, oh my God, what do they want today, and what are they going to take from me, or what are they going to regulate, and how much is it going to drive the cost of my operation? And that's the thing that I think is stunning. In addition to the taxes you pay in your profits, would you please explain to other people what other taxes you pay as business owners and as employers?
So we pay, on the equipment that we purchase, we pay sales tax.
Right.
We also pay our local tangible taxes
Right.
on the product as well. And then we pay our federal taxes and we pay our employee taxes.
Right. So all those employee taxes, by the way, let's just call those wage taxes. And by the way, we can only take taxes from people that are working. And so we look at a labor force that's not participating at the level it is. And then we say, why is Social Security failing? You say it's the revenue stream. When you don't have people putting money in, it's hard to take money out. But Mr. Benny, I looked at your story, and it's so incredible. Your dad's thought process put your mother and you in business for yourself, right?
Yes.
Started in your garage.
Yes.
Yeah, my dad's business started in the basement of our house. That's when he used to service our cars before we'd sell them to people. Mr. Vanderwall, you're in the field every day, literally, trying to make a living. But what I am fascinated by is the lack of understanding that the federal government, the state government, our local governments do not provide one penny of their own money. It all comes from hardworking American taxpayers. And if we don't get people back to work, where is this revenue going to come from? And if we don't allow you to be profitable, where is this revenue going to come from? Is there some magic formula out there that I'm not understanding? So this idea that we can invent and manufacture in the United States makes sense. Makes sense. We're trying to do that with Mr. Kind, by the way. But if you all, just the burdens you have as business owners goes far deeper than just owning a business, because you all have a very close relationship with the people that join you every day and are looking to have mutual success. Am I right or am I wrong? And doesn't it make you feel good to make payroll?
Very right.
Yeah. Let me ask you, any of you been able to borrow money from a lender
Yes.
when things aren't going well?
Well, you always borrow money before you need it.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's a good point. With the anticipation you're going to need it. But my understanding or my experience has been, it's like, a banker will give you his umbrella when it's sunny, and as soon as it starts to rain, we'll ask for it back. And that's because they are driven by regulations. They can't do things they'd love to do to keep us alive. But for all of you to be here today is incredible. Please keep being successful, keep working with us every day, and please keep hiring people to make sure that we can fund this wonderful system we have, this support system. God bless you for being here. Thank you so much. I yield back, Chairman.